What up, people? You know, I've always truly believed that the definition of insanity was doing the same shit over and over and expecting different results. In the world we live in, we become so accustomed to trying to survive and maintaining a world built on an absolute narrative to where our best interests and beliefs have always been disregarded, and we have yet to see change. So now look here, I speak to you as kings and queens because we all have a purpose and share the same goals and wanting what's best for ours, and then building on that, thus equating an abundant kingdom. But now look here, imagine if we all come together on one accord to do the things to build one another while thriving, then enhancing, and without realizing we become a more relentless and yet an unconquerable empire. Now peep this shit here. Shit's gonna get way rough before it gets any better, but a horizon for new opportunity and provision is surely on the way. So ladies and gentlemen, I tell y'all, straighten your crowns. You're now tuned into the motherfucking council.
All out. Taliban shit, nigga swear they talk that talk and walk that walk. What's on right quick, yo? That shit, niggas swear they doing something, but that's all talk. Ain't about the money out here, boy. You just better hit the wall. Lanes out here speaking. Broke boys, what y'all talking about? Got swank and the passion. I talk the talk and walk the walk, boy. Talk the talk and walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about, boy? Talk the talk and walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about, boy? Talk the talk and walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about, boy? Talk the talk and walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about? Niggas swear they doing something, but that's all talk. Ain't about the money out here, boy. You just better hit the walk. Lanes out here speaking. Broke boys, what y'all talking about? Got swank and the price when I talk the talk and walk the walk, boy. Talk the talk and walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about, boy? I talk the talk and walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about, boy? I talk the talk and I walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about, boy? I talk the talk and I walk the walk. The hell is y'all talking about?
Oh shit. In effect for them people, man. What is do for them?
Shit, what's good?
Yeah, we in here, baby. Council in effect, ladies and gentlemen. Boy,
Episode 2, bro.
Episode 2.
Your access has been granted.
Access granted.
Yes, sir. Pull
Let's
up.
go.
Let it play. We at the table. We chilling. Yeah, man, we got a lot on the agenda today. We excited for episode 2.
Episode 2, man, yeah.
Yeah, man. Got a couple things we're going to talk about. Get on the ball rolling on this great episode 2. Good agenda day, man. We got a few things we're going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? One, most importantly, y'all should be in tune to the stock market. You know what I mean? You should know little ins and outs about it. You know what I'm saying? It's background, it's history. You know what I mean? So we're going to give you the rundown on that, what's been going on lately. People been up in a roar about, you know what I'm saying, a couple of things that happened last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? So definitely some things for y'all to get into on that. And then we're going to talk about, you know what I mean, aftermath of the Super Bowl, of course, you know what I'm saying, Brady's legacy, and a couple of other sports icons that's coming up that we're going to highlight and give props to, you know. And then we're going to talk about that boy, that hot boy, that Schmurder.
Schmurder.
And we're going to nip and tuck.
It's home, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, you know what I mean, how he home, what he went through a little bit, and move on to nip and tucking about this Morgan Wallen issue and this N-word issue, you know what I'm saying? The council here, baby. Boulevard P. We're here for y'all. Episode 2, man.
Episode 2, yeah, man.
Yeah. So we're getting right on into it now, you know what I'm saying? Super Bowl 55.
Super Bowl 55.
One of the most, I don't know, Super Bowls I think I've seen. I don't know. It was very weird.
Super Bowl 55 was like in the football world, it was like watching Jordan against LeBron James. In a sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really was. You know what I mean? And like we already know who won. Shout out to Tampa Bay.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? Shout out to Mahomes, man. Like let's look. This is gonna be about Brady, but let's understand the scenario with Mahomes first of all.
'Cause we gotta define and ask the question. You know what I mean? So that way they know we giving props to the youngin. We gotta really define and ask. What defines a GOAT?
What defines a GOAT, dog? Like, so before we get into that, man, single digit loss going into his Super Bowl throughout his career, like single digits, like that's crazy. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And then to have the opportunity to win to win a Super Bowl again before he gets double digit losses. He's won the MVP and made it to 2 Super Bowls within 3 years. No player has ever accomplished this. Getting off to that type of start that early in his career, since ironically Brady, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a twist. Brady's dominance wasn't shown until after a couple of seasons
Right.
to his career.
Right.
And yes, Brady won the Super Bowl 3 times in his first 4 years as an NFL starter, but never to this high supreme rate as Mahomes. With such precision, such dominance, you know what I'm saying? So like let's I just wanted to acknowledge Mahomes for that shit because people don't understand like why would you even say it's like Jordan versus fucking LeBron James? Like
Right.
those are the reasons why, man. Like that's never really been done. So GOAT talk.
The GOAT, the young GOAT.
He's definitely in a class of his own to be the young GOAT. So nigga, like GOAT talk now. Like let's get on to this whole shit about the one and only Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom motherfucking Brady.
Brady Tom.
What makes a GOAT? Let's start off with this. Now, Brady right now is at the age where Jordan was when he went to the Wizards. So let's put everything into perspective. He's done everything. And the question is, besides the love of the game, what the fuck does he have to prove? Now, here we go. Humble beginnings. Tom Brady was picked 199, I believe, in round 6.
Yeah, that's right. He was like the
Yeah.
second to last pick.
You know what I'm saying?
Draft.
First of all, this is like an inspirational story. Because one, he did not have the strongest arm, period. He was not the best mechanic in this. He wasn't even the best athlete. He wasn't terrible, but his numbers was pretty shitty. You know what I'm saying? So when we compare these facts, when we think of GOATs of football, who do we have in question? You're gonna think possibly Peyton Manning.
You gotta throw him in there.
You gotta throw him in there. You're gonna think Joe Montana.
You gotta throw Montana in there. Marino.
You know. Steve Young, absolutely Steve Young. And Tom Brady right now. Like, and we're talking more so like modern day as of right now. You know what I mean? And when I mean modern day, I'm talking about like, the 90s to now.
Yeah, late 80s and all that, yeah.
Like late 80s to now, basically.
More or less.
So I'm trying to think of how to word all this. Joe Montana won 4. Not to mention, he was 4-0 in the Super Bowl. He had a 13 touchdown with 0 interceptions. And so then when he went to, I believe, Kansas City, got them to the AFC Championship. Sounds very similar, don't it? Okay. Montana and Martin and Marino debate was the talk early in the years. You know what I'm saying? Like the earlier years, like those were the conversations of who were the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? One was better, but the other had a better team. Marino was better, but Montana had those other components that made his game better to, a sense, provide the allure in spite of the statistics. You know what I'm saying? Same situation, modern day era with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Many believe Peyton is the better athlete beyond Brady, but Brady has a clutch. And Brady had, you know, the use of a better team to distribute his talents and with the better coach. But then Brady did something to silence those comparisons and started showing the world Peyton numbers. You know what I'm saying? So now the motherfucker who has the clutch, who has a better team and putting up ridiculous numbers, match the dude who has the most talent. So that's the only reason why we kind of, not to say disrespectfully, take Peyton Manning out of the conversation now. Because when we, you know what I'm saying? Like what we're talking about now is Joe Montana set that tone. 4 rings. You know what I'm saying? Brady surpassed the peak, the standard that Montana set out. And he started setting his own rules and legacies within the idea of what we debate already to be a legacy. You know what I mean? Recently, man, I've been seeing these things, man, and I don't want to take it out the wrong context, but like when niggas talk about Brady, they kind of like comparing him on the level like Jordan, like elite level. So like for example, when you think of basketball, Michael Jordan's like that face. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what you think. Now, can we say we're at the place where when you think about the NFL, Tom Brady is now really the face of the NFL in a sense?
I do.
Of football?
I do. I mean, that's how it's been, I think, for the last 20 years. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? A lot of other stories, a lot of other players have came up. But think about it. Who's been the most relevant, credible, consistent player in the last 20 years?
That's a good question.
It's Tom Brady.
That's a very good question. Yeah, that's true.
I don't see anybody who had the career length. You know what I mean? The story from jump, being almost second to last pick, goddamn, in the draft almost, and then take your team as a backup quarterback to the playoffs, championships. Then you repeating, then you three-peating almost. You know what I mean? In a sense, that shit is crazy.
That's true. Very true.
Every time again, even when they, had, tough teams that seemed like they was going to be that team to run and keep it going for a while, be the next dynasty, then here just comes Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Tom Brady's taking his blows, don't get twisted. You know what I mean? He's, going up against a few, but nobody, they just had, they had something together as a team that you couldn't stop. But Brady on his own, though, just as a force of his own, made people get in line with that. And that's like Jordan. That's just like, you know what I'm saying, Kobe and others in sports who have the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They make in line to that. And that's a GOAT. That's a GOAT DNA. You know what I'm saying? That's a elite DNA right there, because
So
you
you're like,
command time and presence for everybody to get in line and get with what you talking about and get with the attitude of winning and seeing the method. Because you really can't tell, like, you know, what the beef with Belichick and Brady was it Brady? You know what I'm saying? Really the man, or was it Belichick's mastermind of a brain to really get it done? You know what I'm saying? Could Belichick take anybody and make him a superstar? Or really was it Tom Brady who was giving you them rings and giving you all of them, you know, accolades of winning and everything like that? So it's like, all right, well, now we see it wasn't Belichick.
yeah, I was going. Yeah, let's leave it at that. It wasn't Belichick.
It wasn't Belichick.